People from the future, welcome. It's nothing crazy going on today. Got a couple repairs I need to do, a couple rigs, and we need to finish the Bandito RC commission. So, without further ado, let's just get into it. First thing is I need to repair servo horn on Frank. Snapped a fastener, and it's in there. I'm gonna try and get it out. What up, mini crawler? Just working on this servo horn. I gotta try and get this thread out. So these are sometimes pretty annoying. You can try and reverse thread it out. Sometimes not. I do feel it moving. I'm not gonna be able to see anything. That's better. Kinda. Oh, shoot. Got it. We're good. Nothing stock. Welcome. Thanks for the wave. Okay, now I need a fastener. Put this thing back in there. Gotta go in through the back. It's not gonna be long enough. You guys see what I'm doing here? That's good. So I have the phone, might just be enough for a tiny nut. I have the phone just sitting on the bench here, opposed to having it on the thingy, the tripod. Seems to be better. Do you guys think so? What's up, RC car? Yep, it's RC car. Frank. Long wheelbase. Just trying to get this servo horn back in operation. Get this tiny nut in the back of this fastener. Although, I mean, I feel like I put tiny nuts on every single one of my servo horns, and it really doesn't do a whole lot. Seemingly, but I'm just gonna put it on there for kicks. Where did I get the body? The body is from Dirt McGirt. Mark did this body for me, but the body is SDRC. It's an SDRC body. In fact, oh shoot. What I need to do is try and fit this other body on here. Let me grab it. So this was another body done for me by Nick Baxter. No Brakes RC. God dang it. No Brakes RC. But it was already mag mounted to, I feel like it's a little funky, guys. Let's see if we can just pull these mags off. Oh, fuck. We're not gonna do that, actually. I'm gonna put this aside. Got the servo horn fixed. Nissan hard body. No, this is not a Nissan, obviously. This is not a Nissan either. Although, it does look like a Nissan grill. I thought this was supposed to be like a Hilux. Maybe you're right, dude, I guess. Huh. That was definitely not a Toyota grill. At any rate, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to put this one aside. I need to redo the mag mounts on this guy. So tricky. Not the best fitting. This is what I'm working with, guys. I could do just like a raised mag mount. The slider is hella loose. These old killer chassis, the attachment point from slider through frame to skid is horrible. Alright, I'm just gonna try and do this real quick. I usually just set some glue on the magnet to where it kind of convexes a little, where it makes a little bubble, like kind of like a puke, like your eyelid almost, or your eye. I'm just gonna throw it on there and hope it sticks well. Make sure it's centered. That's all I do. I'll just hold it. And hopefully I don't spray anything sensitive. Just holding it. How am I #1 fan? How does that work? I don't know. I think you're maybe I don't know. Honestly, like, I just have no idea about this YouTube stuff. I don't know how they calculate anything. Like, the last live I got had 15,000 views. Like, what? That just can't be right. Like, the view count versus, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm sure there's a lot more people that know a lot more about it than I do. Alright, I think that's good for now. I almost don't want to pull it up. Oh, shit. I guess you just kind of have to do it. Oh, it's not going to stick, guys. Fuck. We're going to just let that sit there. My main goal today is to at least get these two, what up, Double Day? 2 rear windows. These are very tricky windows because they're all inset. If you guys can see these ridges in here. So the quick and dirty way would just be to go over them, obviously, but it's the small things. So by doing the windows to fit within this inner frame sill thing, it'll bring the window closer to the outside of the body, so it'll look, I think it'll look a lot better, opposed to just like a huge gap in between where the window is and then the body itself. I don't know. These Cheers Scotland, Washington State here. Black is hard because it's hard to trace. So let's just gotta be mindful of the time. Shit, I gotta grab the scissors. I already tried this twice before and I messed it up, so I kind of gave up. Guys see anything? I just have this dry erase marker, but this film has like this film on it. I'll show you. Like this protective film on either side. I'm gonna cut this out first. Let me see if I can get it. It's really tricky sometimes. You gotta be really careful that you don't like indent the actual window itself, trying to pull this stuff off, or crease it, because you can't go back from that. Just film both sides. I'm just gonna try and 4 a.m. You're off to work. Where are you where it's 4 a.m.? Troy. What's up, Meg? Let's see. This is gonna be tricky. I feel like I'm gonna be kicking myself in the butt for doing it this way, but it's worth the extra effort, I think. Craig's been super cool dude the whole time. So just give him a little bit of extra effort, you know? Unless it takes me like, I give it one more shot after this if I don't get it. And then I'm just gonna do it the cheap, or the quick and dirty way. Just trying to match up these angles. I know it's really not gonna be anything you guys can see. This window has to be like fit perfect. That's why I'm not sure if it's the best move, because they're all like that. I got the windshield in. The other tricky part is trying to glue it on, because there's no overlap to any other part of the body except the little, what it's touching in the frame, quote unquote. So we'll see. We'll see, guys. Can you shout me out? There we go. Clayton, there's your shout out. Seem like all the way in there, it's just the bottom now. And I don't know. I don't know, gang. See, it's just like, can't see shit, can you? It's just a bunch of micro cuts. Like really, really minute, tiny cuts. I might have messed that up already. Oh, that works. That works. I feel like I need to cut this little tip off here, but not a lot. Okay. component. See, I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell, but it's like super, the tolerance is like 0 to get in there. See if it looks any different from the outside. It's gonna be really hard to show you guys. Maybe. All right. Let's see. Let's see if we can glue it in. See if we can get it in there. How is a bunch? Oh, maybe number 1s are like the newest ones, the newest people joining. I'm not sure. I don't know why there's badges. All right, I'm gonna try and do this bottom corner and hope there's no bleed over. I hope that my finger doesn't pull the window up. Okay. All right. Let's see. I didn't come prepared. I need a napkin. Just been reusing like the same napkins out of the garbage. Let's get some of that accelerator off. Yeah, you know, I mean, I don't think most people would notice the difference. But oh, fuck. Yep, messed it up. I don't know if you guys can see that gap in there. See? Very top. Son of a bee sting. I'm not sure now if I want to redo it that way. Man. What a cluster cuss. Let's, okay. Dang it. Trying to find some more window film. I want to kind of see what it would look like if I just overlapped the body. Just knowing that I can do it the right way is like, well, not the right way, but the hard way. See, I think that window would have worked. It just slipped down. All right. Let's just redo that window and try this. We'll give it a good old college try, guys. Been having a really hard time remembering which end I use for the glue. And then by the time I'm ready to pull off the toothpick from the window, it's like stuck to my finger. Alright, let's try this again. Oh man. I don't know. This is gonna be a lot of work this way. Shit. I just don't know if this was a good idea, guys. I need to get this thing done. I did. All right. I don't know. I just don't know. I got most of it in the gap. That's fuck. Well. All right. I'm gonna do it the other way. Son of a bummer. All right, at least this will be faster. I got some blue slag in there now. I broke my good file. So I need to get a new one of those. It's really hard having only like a tiny bit. All right, mulligan. It's whatever. Not happy about it, but like I said, most people wouldn't be able to tell. So we're just gonna, gosh dang it. Every time. Should probably pick a new spot to put that. Instead of whining. All right, I'm just gonna do it this way. What are you guys up to? It's Sunday, huh? Yeah. What am I doing? Hey, when I break tables. Yeah. Patience is, it's something that I've not always had, so it's definitely obtainable. You just have to work on it. Just gotta work on it. It's like a muscle. Gotta exercise it, or it doesn't grow. I'm working on Windows. Yes, that's what I'm doing. See, it's usually this hard to get off this film. Gotta use the hobby knife sometimes. What time is it? 10. I think that's all the repairs from this weekend. Okay, we got it all off. Sometimes I've been finding myself putting the body on my mat here and there's like paint or pigment or glue. It's pretty unfortunate. I'm just gonna set this down. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Maybe it's that way. So the other tricky thing with doing like road windows like this is you have to leave enough space for the other window to be attached. I can show you here in a minute. Another toothpick. Had these for a while. It's just like a little tiny dab. I'll just like slowly roll the toothpick if it starts dripping too far, you know? Give it some control. And I never touch the window first. I'll always like make contact with the body and then I wish I could show you guys. Damn it. I could do I wouldn't be able to see it, but I do have this light here with this mount for like bird's eye, but I wouldn't be able to see anything on the phone, so it'd be weird. Okay, let me get one more glob on there. Sometimes I can't see with the black windows unless there's like the right glare from the light. So I'm just kind of holding this window down with my driver so it doesn't bubble up until that stuff cures. Okay. We're good. I think. I mean, you can, it's not all the way glued down, but there is quite a bit of a gap. I wasn't trying to feel proud, sorry for interrupt. Yo, I just did. Sick. It's better than 100, brother. 102 tomorrow. Alright, I'm just gonna glue the rest of this down. Also, I do have a fan going right next to me, which is kind of blowing most of the smell of this off to the side. Another annoying part to these windows is sometimes if the print isn't very good on the inside, it kind of ripples like this, the body print, or there'll be a lump or a growth, I guess, whatever. And then it'll because you'll glue the window in at multiple points, and then it'll bow over whatever's protruding, and you can see it. You can see it with light. Like, that's how I usually check to see if my windows are like as flat as they can be, because if you like twist over a light source, underneath a light source, you'll see the pattern across the film, and if there is a distortion, like a bend in the window, you'll see it. You'll see it curve. This one's good though. This one's good though. I'm just gonna get some more points of contact with this glue. It is a little tiny short on the bottom rear end. You can kind of see through it, but there's overlap. I think that's just the that channel, the window channel. It's creating that. This is only one damn window too, guys. Sheesh. Painting is like the fun part. And relatively speaking, like the quicker part of bodies. It's this stuff that takes so long. And then in addition to that process, like I'll have a body just kind of sitting, and I'll just end up staring at it, you know, for a while, or glancing at it over time, and then realize it needs this or that. So you add a bunch of extra time that way. But none of that can really happen until it's like mostly painted all the way. for instance, I'm waiting to do the windows so I can then add this snorkel. The snorkel's supposed to go right here. Pretty sick. Looks like it fits well. I put on the rear bumper. It's just screw on. Alright. Totally forgot to sand that window. So the way I weather the windows a little bit is I got this like really fine, it's like cloth sandpaper almost. What is it, 1500 grit? And it's so fine it doesn't necessarily leave scuff marks, but it distorts the plastic. Let me show you. Not distorts, but clouds it up a little. See that? Like frosts it, I guess would be a better way to describe it. Frosted window. That's a good way of describing it. But even then you gotta make it look natural. Like you can't just, it's kinda gotta not have a specific shape to it, you know, like if you just drag sandpaper across, you can see it make lines. So if you do like a little circular maneuver or something, just something weird, or do it at different angles. But it is way easier to do it before you glue the window in. Steel wool? Maybe, yeah. Probably. It might leave a little bit more of a score. I have some. Let's try it. Let's try it on an old shitty window that didn't work. You can kind of see it's pretty clean. Yeah, I don't know. It's too you can see the strands, brother. Let me do a comparison. I mean, you'd really have to work on it. That's not it. I think it's too heavy. Sorry, guys. Freaking phone call. Yeah, I hope you guys can tell what the difference was. This was the steel wool, and this is the sandpaper. You can see there's no definitive landing mark. You can see the swirls, kind of. Right there. They look like hairlines, kind of. And then that would be the sandpaper, so. There you go, real world demonstration. Steel wool versus 1500 grit. Okay, other window. Let's do this. What time is it? 10. I have 20 minutes left. I can only, yeah, I gotta go pick up the sweetie. Airport. See, I just can't see that. You just really can't see the lines with this smoked film. Clear is easier. But I wanted to do these rear 2 windows smoked for some reason. I'll find up steel wool, maybe find some heavy cloth, canvas, corridor. This stuff's pretty light, actually. It says rodent barrier, so it's like probably the finest steel wool you can get. It's the same stuff I use for the rust paint I make, or made once. Not easy, it took forever. Probably didn't do it right. Oh man. Come on. I think I might have cut it too short, guys. If I was smarter, I would just pull the film off the whole sheet at once. I don't know why I don't want to do that. This is taking way too much time. Just dragging my fingernail across it. It's gotta be an easier way. Yeah. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna roll with that. Maybe I'll cut a little corner off just so it doesn't butt up against anything. Yeah, that's so close though. All right. Okay, this time we're gonna scuff the window up before we put it in. Just try and match like what I could remember or think what like a fog pattern would look like going up a window that's not getting any ventilation. It definitely helps when you find the right light angle, you can see it a lot better. All right, just a little bit. Okay. Just trying to figure out where my thresholds are here. I don't have any room. So it has to be perfect on here. I cut it too small. All right. Toothpick. Come on. Okay. High quality transparent. Just dragging this along the body under. I'm gonna double down here. Just work through this real quick. Anyway, drag it along the bottom. I'm gonna set that real quick of the window. And just push it down a little. Yes, sir. All right. I'm not even gonna wipe it off. I'm just gonna keep going. I feel like I'm dilly-dallying. Okay. Oh yeah, if you guys follow me on Instagram, probably most of you are. I don't know how I come up with all these freaking giveaways these days, but I do have another one coming. It's a really good one. Very good one. I haven't gotten it yet, so we're gonna not say what it is, but it has to do with electronics and very cool colors. All right, I think that one's good enough. Good enough. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's what the filter stuff. Good job. It looks like it came through. I can't click on it, but I can see it's highlighted in blue. Okay. So I think this area here needs some more rusty stuff. Let's see what we can add real quick. See how this stuff's doing. Oh yeah. Stuff's kind of weird because like all the sludge builds up on the bottom, and then the actual rust is somehow gets on the like the parameter up higher. So it you gotta mix it up before. God dang it! That spot before. Just add a little of this stuff. You guys can see the difference. You don't want to get too crazy with this stuff though, it's kind of like cheating. And it doesn't stay on super good. You guys tell the difference? Probably not. A little bit, there you go, you can see. And then you could throw on some like, let's try some burnt rust pigment. Let's see. Oh, that stuff stinks. Let's try this pigment brush. Nope. Yeah, this will work. Have you guys tried pigment before? It's kind of funny. It's a funny thing. It's like perfectly contrasted with this color. Once again, I don't think you're really going to be able to tell on the camera, but it is much different. See. Maybe you guys can tell. I can't tell what you can see, so put some on the hinges. Oh, got it. Oh yeah, look at this cool thing I got. Thanks, Trey. 24yup.com. I'm just waiting on the dang gears. Angry squirrel gears. I got this nylon Mies portal rear axle for this guy's like sick. Hey SD Madsen. But it already has the ISOs on them. So I'm gonna give it a mullet. Anywho, so I could do the whole rear window as like one sheet, but I need to figure out, I wonder if these windows rolled down at all. Could you? I don't think I'm in. Need to gunk up these sills. I'm gonna do the other passenger windows. And maybe, I don't know if I'll even have enough time for that. I'll do one window. We'll do one more window, guys. I just need to muck it up a little bit more here. So I'm going to use some of this. This is a horrible brush. I should throw this brush away, actually. Really selling myself short using these brushes in the condition they're in. But I got these cheap ones from Amazon, so they should be alright. Anyway, I'm using some of this streaking grime. The Mies, they're good. I love the ISOs. I've never tried the other ones, but those ones, man, I haven't had to do anything. I haven't even had to tighten a screw. Like, I check. Nothing. They're pretty solid. And then I put the 13 into overdrive in the front axle. So I'm going to try something silly here. I've never done this before, but this streaking grime is, you're supposed to be able to, it's supposed to travel pretty well downward. Yeah. So I think I need a little bit more right here. That actually looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I think I might be trying to overdo it here, though. Huh, that works pretty good. I've never done this before, guys. I usually just blot it on. Why does it look rusty? What do you mean? What kind of question is that? What? The grime? It's more like it's weird. It's green, kinda. Kinda looks rusty. Maybe on camera. I don't know if that's what you're even talking about, but anyway. That actually pulls it down even more too. I don't think you guys can see that. Yeah, you can see it pretty well. Okay, I'm gonna dab a little black wash on there, on the upper part of the frame. Is there hair on there? Oh shoot! Just like the sides here, because it's it's old. It's an old kindergarten truck. That's what it reminds me of. So I just use this Wash Effects, and then I dilute it with some of this, and it goes on pretty thin. And then you can just dab it off. It makes like a weird kind of flaring effect. I don't know if that makes any sense. That was not the right word to use. Alright, that's probably good. Should we get a little bit more in here? It does often help to like do it from the back side as well. What time is it? Okay. Alright, looks old and shitty. Perfect. Do you build FOV? No, don't build those. Ooh, it doesn't look used and beat up. Yeah, well, it's okay. I guess I think it's harder, in my opinion, to make a car look old and beat up than it does to just give it like a fresh kind of paint job. So let me get a little bit of this off here. Yeah, it's just kind of like the only way I know how to do it, basically. For some reason. It's just my style, I guess. Alright, clear window. Where did that plastic go? I don't know, guys. We're going to be cutting really close. For like 10 minutes. I also got these 2 and 13 I think they're underdrive gears Yep sent me. I don't know. Where did that plastic go? Alright, we're having a... Oh, here it is. Alright, last window of the stream. I'm gonna go a little extra on this one. Just so I don't have to redo it. And I've noticed if you don't cut above like the corner where you're gonna cut the window, if you cut it to like exactly where you want it, it'll like fracture the kind of like that a little bit. So you just cut above it. Outside, inside. Yeah. So I can see where I'm at. So it's butting up to the glue I added to this window, which is what I was saying kind of don't want to do. So now I don't know if we're going to be able to finish this window. Let's see if I can get some of that out of there. Need a file. What are you guys up to? Did I already ask you that? Anybody say anything? How's the weather where you are? It was hot as cuss yesterday for where I am. I think it was like, and we don't have an AC in this house that we're renting. There's like a little window unit, you know, stick out the window, but it's not always in the window. So this this plastic doesn't. Lazy Sunday in the UK. Hey, nothing wrong with a lazy Sunday. And I've been really like missing the angles on these windows. Pretty bad. Let's see. Yeah, so now I'm starting to see where the difference is from if I would have cut the windows to fit in the frame. That's part of the print. Oh shoot, guys, it's 20. It's 11, 10, 20. Dang it. Oh shoot, that might work. Yeah, you can really see the gap. Dang it, man. Wonder if I can get the bottom in, at least. Yeah, I can really see the gap on this one. So I was able to sit in the lower sill. Shoot. What's going on here? Oh, that looks pretty good actually. Like the windows rolled down. There's a bow to it, it's not gonna work. Anywho, I got the lower part of the window to sit in the sill, so I think we're gonna roll with that. If I can get this a bit closer. Then we gotta go bow. We gotta go bow. 57, 1022. Perfect. Perfect. And then if I can actually mate this window in here, that will have been, damn it, great success. All right, I think that's as good as that's gonna get, guys. Could probably cut a little bit more off, but I'm not gonna, because I learn from my mistakes. Sometimes. Eventually. I hope that is right. Can't see anything. Oh, it doesn't look funny. Kind of looks funny. Fuck. And I didn't weather the window. And I didn't weather the window. Son of a gun. Alright, guys. I think that's it. Get a new hat, Belland. I need a new hat. Is that if that's what you're talking about? Yeah. Definitely need a new hat, brother. I know this, trust me. My girlfriend tells me all the time. It is pretty raggedy, I will say. But it's just one of those things, you know, not every hat just fits. I wish I didn't have to wear a hat, but I don't have the best hair. So, that's where we're at. Anyway, got it in, guys. 3 windows down. Let's see if we can fog it up. Okay, I gotta go. Can you hear the squeaking? Huh, not bad. Been driving through snow. All right, that's good progress for today. Gonna end it there, guys. Appreciate you stopping by and hanging out and being nice. See you in the next one.